toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Makes the catch, it's Hatcher. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. The sure hands, it's Robinson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Off play action. Under fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against these little defenses where they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
And I think on that... play. It's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Mississippi State, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He's got him in the flat. And that one did not work.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease, it's Robinson. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to get it to the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Just steamrolling the defense. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He lobs one high down the left side. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Snagged in the middle, it's Winston.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. It's complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He leaves it with his back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that
he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Matthews. Bringing the heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit. Couldn't deliver recover the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up. Huge here. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough. Pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to...
Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. That's caught. It's Morris. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
He'll pull it on the read. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Gonna look downfield again. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The play action fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I always think the best offenses are the ones that can run the football efficiently down by the goal line. It's hard to throw it down here. It's hard, especially if you can't protect your quarterback. And this offense now, 2 straight plays.
The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Auburn just trying to run out the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Auburn.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, a last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah.